How is New Limits?
Oh my God. I'm so nervous and I'm so excited. I'm more nervous than he is. He's not nervous.
Yeah.
He's very excited. He's it's really, really wild for me to watch him. It's really wild. He is very focused. Like, I mean, he make no have no question in your mind that there is another super, super hardcore arm wrestler with the last name Larratt. Make no mistake, he is as committed as you can possibly be. I mean, all he does is eat, train, think of ways to promote. He's all in. I'll tell you, I mean, at 19, he would have murdered me. He would have murdered me at 19.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Really?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
He's for the biggest thing is the technique. Like at 19, I was still like doing like,
Random.
he's crisp. He's crisp. Yeah. He's a good technician. He's a very, I mean, you got to think he's been around it since birth. He's been around it, you know. And since he's committed and dialed in, I mean, there's not a lot I can tell him now. Not a lot. Like I listen to him. I listen to him teach. I listen to him talk to people about it. I'm like, yeah, he's on point.
He maybe saw all those things all the time, but didn't pay attention. And now when he's paying attention, they all just coming to him, right?
Oh yeah,
And you're like sometimes I see like some newer guys just teaching something or like
yeah,
explaining to newer guys, and I'm like, where did you get this? Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah. He knows the sport. He knows the sport very well. And the thing is his trajectory. The thing is, it's kind of neat to me. We started to talk about the Whisperer match. I don't know when it was. It was probably last summer or late fall, sometime early fall. I think we started to talk about it. We're like, yeah, that's a good match. It's a good match for you. Maybe you lose, maybe you win. Good match, good match. And I'll tell you, in the last year, 1 year, it's crazy. Okay. I believe that Auden's put on like 40 pounds or 45 pounds, like in 1 year. Okay. Like, and all he does is train for arm wrestling. So, I mean, his gains over the last year have just they've been remarkable, really remarkable. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm nervous because it's a big stage and there's a lot of pressure on him. But I just think he's more than capable, really. Like he really is. I think Whisperer's in trouble. I do. I think Whisperer's in big trouble. Auden's getting good. He's getting good. And the thing is he trains every single day the way I do. Hard, heavy, with volume as well, like everything. And I just know that when you rest after those periods, you become incredibly strong. And and he's been doing it, and he's been injury free, and he's done a power block. And I just think when he takes his rest now, I think he's gonna just be incredible on that day. I think he's gonna, because I know he's done it right. I know he's done it properly. Yeah, excited.
he's 19 years old, so he could stop now for a year, come back stronger, right? It's
Uh-huh.
just happened like that. But if he's grinding and grinding, and when we talked, I really like his mentality. He's like, I'm not, he's like, I'm just trying to get as big, as strong as I can, because he's made to be super heavyweight, right? He has the same frame as you, so he will not cut himself back, and he'll just go and see. Plus I think it's a great moment for him to at least to get on table, to grip up with someone like Bacho and Reno afterwards, because it's same age guys and they're at the absolute top of our sport, right? So at least he would feel and know, right? Okay, this
Yeah.
is
I
this
don't
is.
know if he needs to touch those guys yet.
I think he does. I think he does because
I'm sure he will.
okay,
I'm sure he will,
because then you
but
know it's never enough, and you're like, I could go harder, right? I could go harder, and sometimes you never know. Sometimes you never know.
yeah. Yeah, those guys are the very top. You know, Bacho, Reno, that's the very, very top of that division of the youth category. If you want to even call it youth, the guys are going to win open as well. But
Yeah.
like, that's the very pinnacle of sport right there, Bacho and Reno. I can't wait. Like, I watched uh I watched their interviews. I was like, oh my God, wow. Like so young, so committed. It's crazy, crazy. That match is gonna be insane. I think Reno's gotta be the favorite. I do, I think that, but certainly Bacho is not an easy opponent.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, what's your because like the Bacho effect, that's what we should call it, right? He beat Adam so convincingly that the
Mhm.
comments that I'm seeing is like Reno is not in the same league as Bacho. And for me, it's like, are you paying attention? Like, right? They clearly, I'm like, the question is Bacho in the same league as Reno? Because Bacho has, like, yeah, he became champion in youth class, right? But Reno has done it like how many years in a row when he was 16? Reno is world champion. He's probably top three, top 515 kilo, right?
Yeah,
And Bacho hasn't won senior world title. Like the best he got left arm, and he beat Kidrigali, and they're like, well, based on some practice pulls or someone, and you know how the practice pulls go versus pressers, right? If they
yeah.
don't engage, it's very easy to take them out the center. So what do you? Because you also definitely feel the Bacho effect, right? It's very weird. For me,
Oh
it's very.
yeah. Well, you got that last name. You're from Georgia. Um, Clearly like all in, like it's a dangerous guy. I mean, I've arm wrestled Bacho.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't arm wrestled him, but
yeah,
I've
yeah.
felt
His
his
hand
hand.
is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
ridiculous, ridiculous, and it's probably even stronger since. I mean, well, of course it's going to be stronger since I even gripped him up. Um, yeah, I mean he's right at the very top, but I mean I think that Reno would have done the same thing to Adam, and I mean I don't know, like they're both so good. I just think it might just come down to Reno's just a maybe a bit larger.
Hmm.
I think he's maybe just a bit bigger.
Bacho he was 95,
Oh, I
100.
saw. I saw.
You
Yeah.
saw this? You saw it, right?
What the fuck? I'm like, what are you doing, Bacho?
I,
But
I think I think he's a bad dude, but I think Reno, like, there's a reason why Reno is where he is.
yeah,
But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a very close match, right?
I wouldn't be surprised either. Okay. I look at I think that they're both like right at the very top. I really do. Like I think that anybody who pulls these guys is got a big problem. Anybody. Okay. I think that they're immensely talented. I think that they're doing everything that they can, the right things. Like I think that they're doing, and I mean to be so young and so good. I mean, I can't imagine where they're going to be in 3 to 5 years. I can't imagine. But there's something about Reno's frequency, and um, it just seems to me like he's more proven. And the thing that's so frightening about him to me is the speed and his versatility. Like he's like if you watch his training videos, he does a ton of hammer work, of back pressure, which
Almost
which
exclusively just
yeah, which
back
is
pressure.
great, which is a way, yeah, and then he can drop that thing,
Yeah.
and that's what's so scary. because you clearly have to set up for that hand and that top roll attack.
Yeah.
And then he's got the ability to just drop it so fast and hard. Um, I don't know. I don't see that same versatility but the thing is, these guys are so unproven. There's still so much. It's a big match. I'll say that this is the first time that they're meeting.
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
insane, right?
Yeah. It certainly won't be their last,
No, no.
you
I
know,
think they're gonna meet
but
in Europeans and in Worlds, right?
yeah,
Definitely. And
yeah, yeah. So this is their first time getting together, and oh man, that's great. It's historic. It's
I, I
historic.
I feel like if this could definitely be main event, like for Arm Wrestling World, right? Because we're gonna go to the main
Yeah,
event, but we talk about Big Buzz, very interesting. Like I was like,
yeah,
where is
yeah. And
Bacho?
it's a glimpse into the future because to me, like, there's no question in my mind, no question in my mind. Reno Masick is a superstar, like super ultra superstar, and he's gonna reign for some time. Um, to think otherwise, I just don't even think it's possible. I think he's too good. I think he's got too many pieces that work well. I mean, I think it would take something catastrophic to throw him off that path of just, a solid career of dominance. I mean, are we looking at a young John Brzenk? I mean, that's not out of the question. That is not out of the question when it comes to Reno Masick for me. Like, to me, he's that good. Like, I mean, he to be this good, this young. I mean, it's almost like you're like, could he be like John? You know, I don't know. And then when you see Bacho, I mean, it's that big unknown. The last name from Georgia, the dedication, the hand. When he has made appearances, it's been frightening. Not quite as proven, but still same deal. This is gonna be a guy who, for his whole career, you say the name Bacho Sagnashvili, and people are gonna take notice. They're gonna be like, okay, this is he's already proved. People already know, like in the arm wrestling world, like he's already made an impression.
Yeah,
And he hasn't cracked 20.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
definitely
Big match,
very,
big
very,
match.
very big match.
Yeah,
We have Saganashvili and Larratt on the same card.
yeah. That's right. That's right. Well, I gotta keep my boy away from him for quite a while. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, if Reno makes him gas out, tag team in Auden steps and finishes the job.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be some after table pulling, but as far as I'm concerned, uh, those are different matches. Those are different matches.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm like, of course, I'm excited for my match. I'm really excited for that match, and there's a lot of like unknowns would be in KOT 10, right? So I'm excited just to see that. I want to see the clash of the chosen ones, right? I call them chosen.
yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I wanted to ask, you pulled Whisperer a little bit, so of course you have a
I
little bit.
did. Yeah. He's good. He's very good. So that's why it's an interesting match because, yeah, there's places that he's stronger than Auden for sure. I find Whisperer to be a really good control style puller. And there's a lot I don't know about him, right? Because I haven't, I know him based off of what I see in the videos. I've practiced with him a couple times. I know when he gets his hook in, he's good. He's a good puller. Yeah, pulls well, moves well, adjusts well, uses his frame and structure very well, guides people into his strong spots very well. Typically, if he can set a hook, he wins. He's very, very efficient in that hook. So there's certainly some danger. Uh, he's he's very strong, very smart puller. I think that Auden is technical. He's fast. People, think, oh, he's got a Larratt. He's going to be endurant and slow. Uh, Auden's quick. Auden's quick, and you know, I was quick too. I just did too much endurance work in my life, like in being in the military and doing Ironman. And I when I was young, I had some twitch to me also. So
Where'd he
yeah,
go,
honest.
Devon? Where'd he go? When did
I don't know. I don't know where it went, but hopefully it comes back by the 20th of April. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Twitch, man. It could come in handy sometime. Yeah.
question is, can like I think yeah, Alden's gonna, because he will have the leverage and everything. So it will be, can Whisper, kind of swoop him at the end to catch him.
Yeah.
He usually does in his videos, right?
Right. It'll
And then
be interesting.
and then the question is, will Auden be brave enough to maybe try and go inside a little bit if the
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I will counsel him, to have fun above everything else.
yeah,
That's the most important thing, that he has fun. But winning is important. You want to win.
but you want a
It's,
big win.
you do want a big win, but keep in mind his experience level. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, if Auden has a flaw, his confidence is both his biggest asset and his weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. Auden is an extremely confident young man, very, very confident in his own abilities and his own merits. Auden is very unshakable in his confidence.
Mm.
Now that can be clearly that's a good thing, but sometimes it can get you in hot water if you're not accurate. Accuracy is important, and I sometimes would be concerned that he's so confident that if he's like, oh, I'm going to kill this guy, and starts to play too early, he could potentially get himself in trouble. It's important to respect your opponents a lot. Whisper is a bad dude, and potentially, you know, if it becomes about endurance, Auden could get in trouble. He could. So I would counsel Auden to take the 4 if he can.
And then
And then, you got 2 rounds to test yourself in whichever way you like.
yeah.
Um, win first, play after. I don't think he needs to make it something more than it is at this point in his career. I think that if it just goes there, then he's in the fight and he has to make it a great match. But I mean, ideally, you win and then you play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a solid plan, right? We'll see how.
yeah.
You're not coming over, right? Joe, you're sending Jody over.
I wish I could. I wish I could. I don't want any excuses. No excuses. I have the biggest match of my life coming up. Really, it's the biggest match of my life, and days matter, hours matter. So Jody is going. Jody is probably in some ways more powerful than I am as a corner. Um, I can certainly coach Auden and talk Auden through the technical things that he needs to do as a competitor and get him ready for the match. And Jody can do that also. And, Matt Mask will be there. And I'm hoping that Matt will be able to be in his corner and, talk him through some of the technical stuff if need be. But no, I'm not going to be there. I'll be watching very closely that day. But that tells you how important this match is for me. That I'm not there.
Hmm.